Hello and welcome to Rickster's Realm. I'm Ricky, and today's video is going to be all about blunt messages meant to find you. I will have the timing figured out in the description box. Please choose whichever group you are most drawn to. I'm going to get started with group number 1. If you chose the first part, welcome. Let's get into this. Okay, group number 1, blunt messages meant to find you. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see here. Group number 1. The messages I'm getting with this card is to not settle. This is coming through in a way that I feel you can have exactly what your heart desires, and this is coming through, I feel, for the majority of you, linked and connected to a particular person. This feels like a fairy tale ending, like a dream come true. Is what I'm getting. There's something, for some of you, you may need to be patient for this to come about, but it's a feeling that it's 100% worth it, is what I'm getting. Let's see what else we get for messages. And keep in mind that these messages may be linked and connected, or they could be completely separate and random. Just take it as it resonates for you. Group number 1, blunt messages meant to find you. Oh my gosh. Go after what your heart wants. That's what I'm getting. Trust your heart on whatever's going on here. There's something. Yeah, what am I getting here? Blunt messages meant to find you. Trust your intuition on whatever it is you have going on, because I feel for some of you, I do feel these are linked and connected. For some of you, there's a message here of you following your intuition, following your heart, because I feel it's going to lead you to this dream come true type of situation, is what I'm getting. What else is coming through here? Blunt messages meant to find you. For some of you, you need to be more kind and gentle and loving towards yourself, is what I'm getting. To be more compassionate with yourself. For some of you, you're being way too hard on yourself about something. Let's see what else we get here. There's something coming through here about not settling. Let's see what else we get. Blunt messages meant to find you. Okay. What I'm getting with this card here, group number 1, and again, these are blunt, so I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Stop pretending to be someone that you're not. Okay? This is coming through in a way that for some of you, I think that in some ways you feel that if you are to just show up exactly as you are, you're not going to be accepted. But there's just a feeling here of someone putting on a front. Someone's wearing a mask. Someone's pretending to be someone that they're not. And I do feel that this is straight up just in order to be accepted and included. But the way this is coming through for me, though, I don't think the opposite's going to happen, though, if you are showing up in a very real energy. Like there's something, this is unnecessary, is what I'm getting, okay? And this is more work, is what I'm getting. So again, it's unnecessary. It's a feeling like you're kind of channeling your energy in the wrong direction. So yeah, there's just something here that just stop pretending to be someone that you're not. You can show up exactly as you are, and the right people are going to accept you, is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. Blunt messages meant to find you, group number 1. Okay. For some of you, for some of you, you need to get a hold. You need to get a hold on it's not making any sense. Okay, group number 1, blunt messages meant to find you. You need to get a hold of, I don't know how to word this. It's something, okay, someone has an addiction is what I'm trying to say. Someone has an addiction, it's getting out of hand, and you need to get a hold of that or a hold on that. I don't know how to word it. I don't know. Someone's going about things in a very addicting way. Like something's getting out of hand here, is what I'm getting. there needs to be moderation with something. Like someone's being very excessive with something and it's creating a negative outcome or situation. Another message coming through here as well for some of you, whatever your current circumstances are right now, I feel for the majority of you, you may be stuck in this energy that you're feeling quite powerless within it. You feel that someone or something has power and control over you. And don't get me wrong, I feel for the majority of you, if you are within that energy, that there is probably some type of difficulty or challenge that you are facing and having to deal with. But this is coming through in a way that you can release yourself from that. Again, for some of you, you feel like you're completely chained to something, but you're not. This is coming through in a way, okay, I'll explain how this is coming through to me. This is coming through to me as a very similar energy to the Devil card of just the regular tarot system. And anybody that knows that card of the Rider-Waite system, how it's depicted, there's two people and they have chains around their necks, but the chains are loose. So they can free themselves at any point in time. And that's what I'm getting. Like this is an intuitive tarot card, right? So has very similar type of energy to it. And there's something where, again, someone's feeling so trapped and restricted, but you can free yourself at any time, is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. Blunt messages meant to find you. Group number 1. Okay. Let's see here. How do I word this? Blunt messages meant to find you. I know exactly what it is. I'm trying to think how I can word it. Okay. Oh my God, how do I word it? It's something along the lines of needing to appreciate what you have when you have it. For some of you, okay, I'm going to ramble for a moment. For some of you, you're linked and connected to someone or something that's very precious, rare, and unique, and that you need to recognize that for what it is. Because this is a feeling that if you are to lose this person or the situation or something like that, this might seem a little bit extreme and dramatic, but it's how it's coming through. It's a feeling like you will regret it for the rest of your life. This is a feeling, of someone not knowing what they have until it's gone. Now, I do want to say, linked and connected to this card, for some of you, if that's your current reality, if you're like, yep, I didn't realize what I have till it's gone and you want it back, there is a possibility linked and connected to the energy of this card that you can get that person or the situation back. But the overall message though, and again, this can be linked and connected to anybody's circumstance, right? But it's about needing to be grateful and appreciative of what you have. And especially, I don't know exactly what this is for everyone, but it's coming through in a way that this is unique and special. Like you don't come across this every day. And that's to where, again, like it needs to be recognized and noticed and appreciated. Something like that is what I'm getting. Let me see what else we get here. Blunt messages meant to find you. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what else we get here. Blunt messages meant to find you. Okay, group number 1. You have been tolerating something that's not right for far too long. Okay, and I do feel that this is very much starting to affect you in a negative way. Okay, something's going on here to where I feel like at one point in time, your energy was showing up as very happy and optimistic and just very pleasant, right? Just a very happy, pleasant energy. But I feel that your energy is showing up more in a way that I feel you don't have the same level of patience anymore. There's almost a snappy kind of energy coming through here, but I'm here to say that that's resonating with you. It's justified. Something's not right here. There's a feeling here, someone not being treated fairly. And so for some of you, if that's resonating with you, I feel that you either need to get to the true root issue of it so that it can be dealt with and you can move on past from it, or that if you know straight up what it is, that you need to go about things in a different type of way. Because this is a feeling that if you don't change whatever's going on, it's just going to continue. And it's not right. Like something, I feel like someone's not being treated fairly and that something's getting out of hand and that you shouldn't have to tolerate this, is what I'm getting. Like you're not being treated fairly, you're not being treated kindly. And again, I feel like this is starting to then affect you in a negative way. And again, I feel like someone has no patience left and they get very snappy very easily. So yeah, there's something coming through here about you needing to go about things in a way that you get your happiness back, is what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 1. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go on to group number 2. Okay, group number 2, welcome to the reading. Let's get into this. Blunt messages meant to find you. Group number 2. Okay, this is good. I like this. Okay, so let's see here. Group number 2, blunt messages meant to find you. There's something that I feel the universe is trying to offer you, and it feels like the most wonderful, pleasant surprise, but you have to notice it. So there's something coming through here where I feel like you may need to be more aware, more observant of whatever's going on around you, because this isn't something that you want to miss. Okay? And I feel like there's something really special about this. This isn't something that you come across every day. And I feel that, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's something that would make you so happy. There's such a pleasant energy linked and connected to this. And for some of you, it's something right in front of you, but it's like you have to notice it or something. I don't know, something like that's what I'm getting, but it's a wonderful energy. Let's see what else comes through here. Blunt messages meant to find you. Okay, let me see here. Blunt messages for group number 2. Okay, for some of you, you need to remind yourself of how far you've come. Okay, that you need to remind yourself of everything that you have achieved, accomplishments that you've made, things like that, to where you have been successful, to where you have been victorious within something. Because there's something coming through here where I feel that for some of you, you've been able to get closure on something. You've been able to maybe kind of wrap up a difficult cycle or something like that. But for some of you, I wonder if you get stuck in this energy of never really just pausing for a moment and being happy with what you have accomplished. Like for some of you, it's always like, okay, on to the next thing. What's the next thing that you're going to be putting your time and energy into? Or for some of you, I think you get stuck in this energy that like it's never enough. Like you have to just keep doing more, and that it's almost like you don't feel satisfied. But there's something coming through here where, again, like I feel like you have a lot to be proud of and grateful for, and that for some of you, I feel like you've wrapped up difficult cycles, and that there's a lot that you've been able to achieve and accomplish, and that, I don't know, you should take a moment to pause and just kind of sit within that energy and enjoy it. Not feel like you just have to, again, go on to the next thing, like to enjoy, the things that you have achieved and the positive things that come from that is what I'm getting. Something like that. Let's see what else comes through. Blunt messages. Oh my God. Okay. The cards went everywhere. Let me try this again. Okay. Group number 2. Let's try this again. Blunt messages meant to find you. Okay. I'm a mess. Okay, let's see here. A little disheveled today. Okay. Blunt messages meant to find you. Okay, for some of you, you know that there is some type of difficulty or challenge that needs to be dealt with and addressed, but I think you're trying to avoid it, is what I'm getting. A message I do get with this card is that, don't get me wrong, I do think that it's a wise decision to at least try and see if there's an easier way of handling maybe whatever nightmare you feel you're going through. But for some of you, let me backpedal. I do feel that that's going to be a smaller amount of people to where that would actually play out. Okay. The majority of this energy, it is telling me that there's something you don't want to deal with. Like there's something that's just, it's unpleasant. It's a challenge. It's a difficulty. It's a feeling that, when you go to deal with whatever this is, there's going to be something unwanted about it, that you don't like how it makes you feel, or it's just difficult to deal with, something like that. But for the majority of you, this is coming through in a way that just because, you try to look the other way, or you just tell yourself you're not going to deal with it, doesn't make it go away. Okay, so there is something coming through here. Like for some of you, it's, again, like, I'm not trying to be harsh here, but the messages are blunt, that you need to just do it. Just deal with these difficult things, and then it's dealt with, right? Then you don't have it kind of weighing on you, or, you're not going to have the unsettled feeling, because you know that it's going to be dealt with and addressed, is what I'm getting. For some of you, another message I'm getting here, this is coming through in a little bit more of a specific way, but for some of you, oh my God, how do I word it? You may need to go about things in a different way. Oh my God, you need to go about things in a different way, so that you're setting yourself up to be able to handle these difficulties and challenges. For some of you, I think you're avoiding whatever this is because you don't really know how to handle it, but it's coming through in a way that I feel it is your responsibility though. Okay, that this isn't really something that you can shift on another person. Like it's something that, okay, you need to deal with this, and if you don't know how to deal with it, then that's the first step then. Then you need to figure out, okay, how do I deal with this nightmare? And then you're going to take the steps, right, to get it dealt with. Something like that is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through here. Blunt messages meant to find you. Group number 2. Okay. What am I getting here? Blunt messages meant to find you. Okay, the message I'm getting, if you don't ask, the answer will always be no. Something's coming through here where I feel like for some of you, deep down inside that I feel you're wanting to go about things in a different way. For some of you, I feel like you're trying to revive something, but I think that you feel that that it's impossible, or that something's dead and gone and that it can't be revived. And I'm not getting a clear enough message to where it's 100% yes or no. It's coming through in a way that it will be no. If you don't ask, if you don't try, right, then everything is going to remain the way that it is. But there's potential here, is what I'm getting. But it's a feeling that you need to take action towards it. Like you have to do something to shift and transform that energy so that the circumstances can be different, is what I'm getting. Yeah, for some of you, again, I think the majority of you're thinking that whatever it is that your heart truly wants and desires, you feel that connection or situation's been severed, and that there's no way that you can revive that energy. But again, this is coming through in a way that you can. But for some of you, I think you need to just kind of put yourself out there, or you need to take action towards that. Something like that is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through here. Blunt messages meant to find you. Okay, another message I'm getting, actually linked back into this card here. For some of you, if you are wanting your circumstances to change, you have to go about things in a different way. Okay, so if this is linked and connected back to a certain person or just situation, you can't, again, to where I feel like things fell apart or something like that, you can't go about things in the way that you did before because you're going to get the same result. Okay, so there has to be a shift and change in the way in which you go about things. But then I do feel that there is the potential to have your desired outcome. The messages I'm getting with this card here, blunt messages meant to find you, group number 2. You're holding yourself back is what I'm getting, okay? This is coming through in a very clear, strong way here. Group number 2, that the sky's the limit for you. So you need to stop holding yourself back. For some of you, you're very much staying in your comfort zone is what I'm getting. You're playing it safe. But it's sad the way that it's coming through because you're capable of so much more. You have so much potential, and that you can do more, you can be more, that the only one holding you back is you. That's what I'm getting. And this is coming through in a way that for the majority of you, I feel that other people linked and connected to you, they can see your potential. Like, I feel like other people, they would even say, like, you're limiting yourself. Like, you could be doing so much more and be so much more. But again, I feel that it requires you getting out of your comfort zone is what I'm getting with that card there. Let's see what else we get here. I'm going to pull one more card. Let's see here. Group number 2, blunt messages meant to find you. Okay. For some of you, I feel that there is a new opportunity that's going to be offered to you. I feel that this opportunity, it has the potential to lead to long-term success within something, and it feels tangible is what I'm getting. But this is something to where you need to put the time and energy in. You need to be patient. You have to be consistent within something. And another message I'm getting, for some of you, whatever this opportunity is, this may be something that would be best for you to keep hidden in the beginning stages until it gets off the ground a little bit is what I'm getting. Till you have somewhat of, a foundation there in order to build upon that. But just to, maybe keep it private, keep it hidden until, things get off the ground a little bit is what I'm getting. But this feels like a really amazing opportunity is what I'm getting. And that, again, I feel like there's so much potential for it to be a long-term, like long-lasting situation or something like that is what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 2. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go on to group number 3. Okay, group number 3, welcome to the reading. Let's see what type of messages come through for you. Okay. Group number 3, blunt messages meant to find you. Okay, the messages I'm getting with this card here, I feel that it would be best for you to go about things in a more creative way, is what I'm getting. To put kind of this artistic spin on something, to look for creative solutions. Something like that is what I'm getting. There's, very artistic, creative type of energy coming through with this card. And to think outside the box. Something like that is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. Keep in mind, these messages may be linked and connected. They could be completely separate and random. Just take it as it resonates. Let's see what else we get here. Blunt messages meant to find you. Okay. You need to have a firm foundation underneath you, group number 3, okay? Make sure that things are stable and secure, and then you can build from upon that is what I'm getting. Another message coming through here for some of you, I think that it would be in your best interest to show up in a more assertive type of energy, okay? We don't want it to be where it's super passive, but not to where it's going too far to an extreme to where it would be aggressive, right? We want it to be where it's just kind of that in-between type of energy, and to be going about things in a more assertive type of way. I feel that there's something here. For some of you, I'm not sure if emotion is clouding your judgment. There's something here about, maybe looking at something from a more logical standpoint, and again, that there needs to be structure and stability within something is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. Group number 3, blunt messages meant to find you. Okay. For some of you, you need to stop doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Okay? It's doing nothing but leading you to frustration. For some of you, you may need to get to the root issue of something. For others of you, I just feel like there's a different way in which you can handle a challenging situation. But for some of you, again, I feel like you're dealing with a frustrating, challenging situation, and you've done whatever you've done to try to make it better, to fix it. It doesn't work. And so you do the exact same thing again. And let's guess what happens. It still doesn't work, right? So there's something here to where you need to be switching up the way in which you're going about something. For some of you, you feel like you're hitting your head against a brick wall because you're getting nowhere fast. But it's because you keep doing the same thing that isn't working. And for some of you, this is coming through almost in a silly way, because for some of you, I feel that, how to explain this? For some of you, it's a feeling like that you can actually go around the problem. It's not even to where it's like, oh, we need to find a way to get through this. No, just go around it. Don't even deal with it. Something like that's what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through here. Group number 3, blunt messages meant to find you. Okay, let's see here. Group number 3. You don't need any more stuff, okay? For some of you, you may feel that you don't have what's needed for whatever it is you have going on. What this card's telling me, not only do you have what you need, you probably have more than enough, is what I'm getting. But for some of you, this could be stuff that you've actually forgotten about, or that you just, I don't know, you're just not using it or paying attention to it or something like that. But this is coming through in a way that you have a lot to be grateful for. You have a lot that you can appreciate within your world, but it's a feeling like for some of you, you're taking it for granted. Yeah, another message I'm getting here, this is for you to show gratitude for the things that you have within your world, the people that you have within your world. Because for some of you, you may at times kind of get stuck in this energy to where, how do I explain this? Oh my God, how do I word it? Okay, this is a feeling of someone maybe only reaching out to someone when you need something, right? Like that it's just, but there needs to be, I don't know, this different type of energy or something to where like you're grateful and that you're showing gratitude for what you have, and not only when you need it, right? But that you're aware of this within your world. I don't know. I hope I'm making sense, but yeah, something like that is what I'm getting. I feel that, and this is like, I feel like you're so abundant and that you have a lot of wonderful things within your world. But for some of you, I feel like, again, you're not noticing it. And it's a feeling like you think you need to acquire more. But the way this is coming through, I don't think you need anything more than what you already have. If anything, it's more for you to be more aware of it and to be very thankful for it, is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through here. Blunt messages meant to find you. Group number 3. Okay, let me see here. Okay, I do feel that, let me see here. Okay, for some of you, you need to be putting the time and energy into what I feel is this new opportunity that's either in your world right now or would be coming about into your world. This is something about needing to ground your energy and to be very consistent in how you're going about something, to be very patient for it to grow, right? Not to be expecting overnight success or results within something, but that you're being very patient and that you're nurturing something and watching it grow. And there's just something here where I feel like if someone can be very consistent in how they go about something, putting time, energy, effort, and love into something, that there's a very long-term energy linked and connected, is what I'm getting, where I feel like there's long-term success here. There's a feeling here of commitment and loyalty and something, yeah, that you could have for a really long time is what I'm getting. But I feel that that's dependent upon how you go about things in the beginning stages of it is what I'm getting. Let's see what else we get here. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what else we get here. Blunt messages meant to find you, group number 3. Okay, for some of you, you need to get your energy back on the right thing. How do I explain this? For some of you, your energy, it feels very distracted is what I'm getting, okay? I feel that deep down inside, you know where you need to be putting your focus, where you need to be channeling your energy, but it's a feeling that, I don't know, you're off in your own world, or someone or something has your energy and your attention diverted to a different direction. And for some of you, your energy feels very scattered is what I'm getting. For some of you, I feel like you need to ground your energy and you need to be very intentional about what it is that you want, how you're going about things, and to remain very consistent within that energy. Because for some of you, things don't feel grounded. Again, the energy feels very scattered for some of you. I wonder if you're going through something within your life right now to where, again, maybe you're not happy with your current circumstances and you feel like you never really get what you want. And something along those lines, if that's your story and that's resonating with you, this is coming through in a way that I feel the universe is just responding to your energy. If you're showing up in a very scattered way and your energy scattered all over the place and you're not very intentional about what it is that you want, the energy is just going to match, right? The universe will match your energy. So it's a feeling of you just getting more of this distracted energy, or maybe even feeling very confused about whatever's going on within your world. Yeah, there's something here about needing to be very intentional about what it is that you want, and don't let anyone or anything divert you off of that path. Something like that is what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 3. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And that's it. I'm going to go away now.